Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Sean here, and welcome to what's going to be the preface to the San Diego Padres rebuild. I just want to say that yesterday I uploaded the wrong file for this video, and it was like only half of it unedited. So this is going to be the correct version of the video, so I hope you guys do enjoy it, and if you do, I'd really appreciate a like, and if you want to see more content, feel free to subscribe. So let's get into this video. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sean here, and this is going to be kind of a new rebuild series that I'm going to be doing, kind of like a worst to first challenge almost. So we're going to be starting with the worst team in the league. We're going to try to work our way all the way up to doing the best team in the league, in that order of doing these rebuilds. So the worst team in the league, 30th overall ranked, is the San Diego Padres. So that is the team that we're going to be taking on today. I'm going to see if we can turn this organization around and turn them into contenders, maybe even win a World Series. So quick little roster overview. We got Wil Myers, by far our best player. We got some decent relievers. Actually, relief pitchers are our next three top players. Just keep in mind, I am, solely a Mets fan, so that's, basically what I know for the most part. So a lot of these guys' names I don't exactly know how to pronounce. So if I mispronounce something, you can correct me in the comments. That's fine. I'm definitely open to, constructive criticism. That is what I'm looking for. But I'd appreciate it if you don't just be like, oh, you fucking idiot, you mispronounced his name, I hate you. I just appreciate it, just, out of courtesy. But anyway, so this is how I'm going to say this guy's name, Ryan Buchter. And I have no idea if that's right, but like I said, just go ahead and correct me in the comments. So he's our second best player, 85 overall. He's got really nice stats, 99 hits per nine and 98 Ks per nine. I really like that a lot, but he's not really going to line up with our window. So I'm going to try to move him to get some prospects. Same with Brandon Maurer, like I said, correct me in the comments. Carter Capps, though, actually, he is only 26, but he does have C potential, so that's going to kind of hurt him. Carter Capps, though, I do like a lot, 99 Ks per 9. So we may keep him around. Yangervis Solarte, I do like as a utility man, but I don't think he's really worthy of like a starting spot. What else do we got? Our pitching is just lackluster. Like, we don't have a lot at all in the majors, but we do have some nice prospects. We got Anderson Espinoza, 19 years old, A potential. We also have Mackenzie Gore, 18 years old, A potential. So these guys are going to be big for us, and Luis Perdomo could even get in there as well, and maybe Cal Quantrill and Adrian Morejon. Those are only real prospects for now, although I'm definitely looking to upgrade, get some more prospects in the system. And like I said, I already kind of went over the relievers. I'm not too worried about the relievers. We're a really terrible team right now. We really don't need to have a quality relief. Already went over our closers. So catcher, our best one actually is Austin Hedges. And the only thing he's good for is defense. His hitting stats are trash. So I guess we'll keep him for this year and see if he'll do anything, but it's most likely that he'll be just trash. Wil Myers, though, is really good. I really enjoy having Wil Myers on my teams in MLB The Show. Second baseman, I already went over Yangervis Solarte. We do have this top 50 prospect, Carlos Asuaje. 25 years old, though, B potential. So I don't know if, he's going to really develop a ton. But we'll see. It'd be nice to, it'd be real great for him to develop. Ryan Schimpf at third base. He's not real great. Kind of a utility man type of deal. And so I'm not worried about keeping him around. We don't really have any legit prospects over at third base. And shortstop, Eric Ibar is currently our starter. But Alan Cordoba is our best prospect, 21 years old, 69 overall with B potential. So we'll see if he can do anything. And my boy Travis d'Arnaud's brother is apparently on our team, Chase. He's been kind of around the league a bit. I know he played for the Phillies and also the Braves, and I guess now he's on the Padres. So that's nice to have, I guess. Over in the outfield, we got Corey Spangenberg right now starting in left. Our only real prospect is Travis Jankowski, and he's not real good at anything besides stealing. His speed And his fielding, I guess, kind of, are his only real strengths. His hitting is very weak. To fill out the rest of the outfield, though, we got top prospect Manuel Margot. I think he's probably your number one prospect. 22 years old, 72 overall, 80. I'm getting my words mixed up. A potential. So hopefully he'll be able to develop real nice. But as of now, his speed and fielding is miles above his hitting stats, so he's going to be in the minors for another year or so, probably. Same with Hunter Renfroe. His hitting is not great. His fielding is not great either, to be honest. So he'll probably at least start the year in AAA. I might call him up. But that's going to do it for the roster overview. I'm now going to try to look for some trades, probably involving a lot of our relievers and just, older guys on the team. So I'll see what I can find. Hopefully get some nice prospects in return. Alright, so with our first trade, we're actually going to be trading away Hunter Renfroe. I don't really like his timeline. He's already 25, and he's only a 71 overall. So we're going to be getting Cody Bellinger, left fielder from the Dodgers, only 21 A potential, and he's already an 83 overall. So we're going to be sending them Hunter Renfroe, Ryan Buchter, and starting pitcher Colin Ray. And that gets accepted. So we got a very nice player on the team now in Cody Bellinger. And I'm going to have to make a quick decision. Well, not really quick. I got time to think about it. But I'll have to decide who I want to play in left field and who I want to play at first base between Bellinger and Will Myers. Because they could both do it. Will Myers' secondary positions are in the outfield. And Cody Bellinger's secondary position is first base. And I think he typically plays first. I could be wrong. But I always heard that he was mostly a first baseman. But I know the Dodgers do have Adrian Gonzalez, so he might not play a whole lot there, but I don't know. Who knows? For the sake of our rebuilds, we'll decide which one of these guys is going to play where. So that is a really nice trade. I was thinking of getting Aaron Judge, but he's older. Overall is a little bit lower, and I don't know. I just want to get Cody Bellinger, really, but... So that's going to do it for our first trade. I'm going to see if I can get anything else going. But if not, I guess I'll see you guys probably at the draft. Alright, so with our next trade, we're going to be really solidifying our outfield of the future. We're going to be getting Lewis Brinson, center field prospect. I'm probably going to move either him or Margot to right field. I don't know which one yet. We're going to be getting him, though, for Ryan Schimpf, Yangervis Solarte, and Brandon Maurer. So that sounds good to us. We're going to have that be accepted, and we're going to look for a couple more trades, try to get a couple more prospects, namely trying to move some of these older veterans, Craig Stammen, Eric Ibar, people like that. All right, so with this trade, we're going to be sending the Red Sox Trevor Cahill, Eric Ibar, and Corey Spangenberg for starting pitching prospect Henry Owens, just to get another, pitching prospect in there. So, hold on. Who else do I have on the team that I could even trade? Mostly just relievers. Maybe a starting pitcher or two. I'm going to see if there's anything else I can do, and then probably sign some free agents just to fill out the roster for this year. All right, so this is most likely going to be the final trade for this part of the season, at least. We're going to be sending the Cardinals Craig Stammen, Kevin Quackenbush, and Robbie Erlin for center field prospect Magneuris Sierra. And only reason behind this is, you can never really have enough prospects. Even if he's not going to be in my long-term, plan for the team, he can definitely still be a trade piece at some point. So we just decimated our Major League roster, honestly. But we do have some nice prospects now, and Cody Bellinger, I think I'm going to have start the year in AAA, and then I'll call him up maybe in a couple months. But we're going to sign some free agents, I think, if I can even find that. Oh, my goodness. There we go. So, for one, I'm going to be signing Shohei Ohtani because this guy is a beast, and he will forever be a beast. So, we're going to sign him. I don't want Luis Perdomo in the majors at all, but I do also have, what's his name? That old guy, Jared Weaver. So, Henderson Alvarez, man, he was a nice pitcher a couple years ago. John Neese, geez, he's fallen off a cliff. You know what? Even though he was kind of an asshole, I'll sign him. Or how about 1 year deal for that? All right, I'll sign John Neese. I'll also sign Jordan Walden. He's typically actually a pretty decent reliever. So how many? All right, I'm gonna have to figure a couple things out here. Diana Navarro, he was actually kind of a nice low-key catcher a couple years ago. AJ Przinsky still in the game. My God. Kelly Shopik, I think he was on the Mets at one point. All right, I'm just gonna fill out the roster with a couple of these free agents, and I'll see you guys at the draft. All right, so just to fill out our roster, I'm actually going to be making this trade with the Rays. We're going to be getting second baseman Brad Miller for right fielder Jabari Blash, and we'll definitely take that. Now, I have like a couple more spots just to fill out on the roster. Brad Miller's got to come up. So I need like one more infielder, one more outfielder, and so I'll just get that real quick, and I'll see you guys at the draft. All right, so we're here at the draft, and we're currently sitting at 18 and 38, and our team is just terrible. So we have the 4th pick in the draft, and we're going to see who we want to take. These guys aren't projected to get here until 2021. Anybody a little bit sooner? 2018, okay. But the closers. Jeff Eddy. This guy, he looks pretty decent. He doesn't have the best velocity. Does have a nice variety of pitches, though. He's something to look at. We also have, well, okay. These guys are all 2021 plus. But I'm not exactly sure how much that matters. This guy's got really good speed, actually, and stealing. Good arm strength. Not the best hitter, though. What else is there? Catcher. We don't really have a catching prospect. He's not a very good hitter. All right. I think I like this guy a little bit more than the other pitcher. He's got a little bit higher potential for things, and his injury risk is low. He's also a lefty. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take Walker Lane. Hopefully he'll be good. That would help out quite a bit. We can nail our first selection, and the rest of these guys aren't scouted. But this guy has, I don't even know what that target thing is. First baseman. All right. He's got good contact versus lefty. That's about it. He's a good fielder. All right. What else is there? Sort by potential. Relief pitcher. Not really looking for a relief pitcher. All right. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really make a huge difference where I go at the moment because I don't really have anybody scouted, which is a little bit unfortunate. Actually, this guy's got 80 power versus righty, and he's got good fielding. All right, well, we're going to take a chance on this Jonathan Hill right fielder. Hopefully he'll be good. And just because I don't have anybody else scouted, I'm just going to go ahead and sim the rest of it. So let's move on a couple of days. 95 potential for Walker Lane. Hell yes. All right, so good draft for us. Definitely happy I picked that guy. Jonathan Hill's got solid potential as well. He's already got good speed, good power versus righty as well. So yeah, well, I mean, we'll sign all these guys. Larry Valenzuela, relief pitcher, 87 overall or 87 potential, which is nice. He's definitely got good velocity, so that is nice. And then also this later round pick, Benito Gomez, 87 potential starting pitcher. Very nice. So we'll sign all these guys, and I actually want to quickly just look at how Cody Bellinger's doing. He's struggling. Oh my God. Really struggling. I even waited a month to bring him up. So I might send him back down to AAA for a little while because he is not doing well, which is really unfortunate. So we're in June, right? So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and send him back down to AAA. Hopefully he'll get his shit together and he can improve a bit and come back up in, I don't know, maybe August and try to help us out a little bit. But, I mean, granted, it's not like we're going to make the playoffs. So, okay, I don't need that trade. It's not like we're going to make the playoffs, so it doesn't really matter, but all I'm really looking for, this year is just progression with my players. So I'll see you guys at the, where am I going to see you guys? I don't know, probably the All-Star break. So I decided to just go straight to the end of the season because we didn't make any trades or anything at the midseason, but we ended up finishing 64 and 98, and we obviously did not make the playoffs. So, gonna do a quick little stats overview of how the season went for everybody. Will Myers, pretty decent season actually, 264 with 26 home runs, not bad. Cody Bellinger had a really rough rookie year. Hit 236, only hit 13 home runs, and to make matters worse, he ended the year with a broken shin. So, rough call up for him. Carter Capps was doing really well earlier on, and then he fell off a cliff. Where else are our major league players? So our pitching rotation looked like it really struggled for the most part. As did our bullpen. My God. Jonathan Papelbon surprisingly was really good. 31 saves for us and as our closer. Austin Hedges. What did I tell you guys? He hit 171. That's disgusting. Brad Miller was pretty solid for what we needed him for. So was Alex Liddy and Kelly Johnson, each with 15 home runs. Alexi Ramirez as well. Damn, Agent Pagan was actually quite good. 285 average. 345. Angel Pagan, what a really good year. Apparently Manuel Margot came up probably in September, and he had 6 home runs. This guy was terrible. I don't even know how to say his name. I'm not even going to try. But he was garbage. So, with that being said, we're going to advance to the offseason and see if we can make some moves. And the Cubs defeat the Indians in back-to-back years. That's funny. So here in the offseason, I should have looked at awards. I didn't even look at awards. But Ichiro, Jimmy Rollins, and Carlos Beltran all make the Hall of Fame, so that's nice. So I'm going to go ahead and re-sign everybody I want to re-sign, and we'll get into the free agency period. So in an effort to cut down on my overall roster size, this is what I typically do. I'll go and, just trade away, extra players that I'm not going to be needing whatsoever, like, my bottom 3 starting pitchers in my minors or farm system. And, you get real nice trade offers like this sometimes that you get an A potential, prospect in return for 3 just crap guys. And I got multiple different A potential offers, but this was actually the other pitcher I was thinking of taking in the draft. So I'm going to go ahead and get him from the Giants, which is nice. So we're going to see what else I can get for these 2 bottom guys and something else like Eric Lauer, I guess. And we'll see what we can get. See, there's a potential right fielder. Multiple B potential guys, A potential catcher. Granted, he's a 48 overall, so I'm not going to trade for that guy. But there's another A potential pitcher I was thinking of going with. And actually, you know what? I might as well, kind of make my overall farm system a little bit better while also cutting down on roster size. So that's a nice little trick that I typically will do. So our pitching prospects are now looking real nice. Obviously, we got Shohei Ohtani, who will definitely be coming up this next year, probably within a couple months of the season. Henry Owens will be coming up as well. And then maybe in another year or so, we'll have Anderson Espinosa, Mackenzie Gore, Jeff Eddy come up. Then we also have Walker Lane, who was our draft pick, and Harold Harp, who's all the way down there. But we've got some nice-looking pitching prospects now, and I'm really happy about that. As far as the rest of the roster goes, we definitely need some upgrades at catcher because Hedges is just trash. He's absolute garbage. Will Myers is going to be here to stay. Brad Miller is a nice little stopgap. He performed very well last year. just waiting for a Swahe. I'm still just going with a Swahe. Waiting for him to get up here. Although he's 26, jeez. His hitting stats suck. I don't know. I might look to trade him actually. All right, so I'm probably gonna look for a couple more trades like that and see if I can find anything of interest before I head into free agency. All right, so here's another trade just like that. I'm gonna be trading with the Mets. My worst 3 center fielders, because I have like 10 or 12 something. I don't know, center fielders. For David Peterson, starting pitcher prospect, and Aaron Olson, his contact is garbage, but he's got good looking power stats. And he looks like he could potentially develop into something, at the very least a trade piece. So I'll definitely take that. And my center fielders, I have a lot of center field prospects actually. Manuel Margot, Victor Mesa Jr., who actually I thought had a potential. I signed him in free agency at the start of last season. Thought he had a potential, maybe not. But still, this guy looks like he could actually become something. I also got, Lewis Brinson, as we know. So I am... Oh, he's not signed to a contract. Hey, never mind. I am looking very solid in center field. Then right field, Jonathan Hill. He was one of our draft picks. He's actually our best right fielder as of now, but I'm going to look to trade some of these guys. These guys are not as valuable, I guess. Decent looking trade. Find somebody with like a higher overall. Zach Collins, catching prospect. Question is, what his hitting stats actually look decent, so I will gladly take that because we definitely need a catching prospect, and I'm gonna have to fill out my right fielders a little bit more because I only have 2 now. Can I trade anybody else in left field? Maybe. I really don't need all these guys. All right, there's a potential closing pitching prospect. Another center fielder that I'm not really trying to get. Potential third baseman. I'll just go for this one actually. I need some better relief pitching prospects, so that's nice. I'm probably just gonna keep doing this. I don't really want to show you guys this entire process because it can take a little while, so I'll kind of just show you guys who I got in the end, and then we'll head into free agency. Alright, so here in free agency, there are a couple of people I'm going to go after, namely Yu Darvish. We're going to see if we can get him on like maybe a 3-year deal, which would be nice. I'll even overpay you a little bit, give you $45 million for 3 years. If we can get him, I would be very happy. And then as well, or also I want to get Asdrubal Cabrera on like a 1 or 2 year deal. So we'll try to get him for a 2. Give him 10 mil, see if he accepts that, and then maybe even Hunter Pence, we can get him for like 1 year. That'd be nice as well. Curtis Granderson's here. Oh my gosh, Hunter Pence is still pretty good. But aside from that, I'll probably just have to just sign some guys just to kind of fill out the roster now that I've traded away quite a bit. I only made like 2 more trades after what you guys last saw. Oh no, I should have been paying attention. Alright, that's my own fault. I wasn't really paying attention there. I should not have simulated that much. But, so Yu Darvish is gone, that's fine. We'll see if we can get Tyson Ross back on the what is their offer? 3 years, 31 mil. I'll give you that. And see if he accepts. Okay, the Tigers are beating me now. It's wonderful. 4 years, 45. Okay, he still wants to go to the Tigers. Yeah. Looks like he wants to go to the Tigers. Let's see if we can really overpay him. 5 mil for... That's not even worth it at that point. Not at all worth it. But worst comes to worst, I can trade him. Brandon Phillips. Oh, that could be an interesting... I guess he would be better than my current second baseman. I can't even remember his name right now. Guess he would be better than him. Jay Bruce. I do like Jay Bruce. He just can't hit lefties. Do I want to bring him in though? Is the question. Where's Hunter Pence? All right, I'd rather bring in Hunter Pence than Jay Bruce, but if we can't get Pence, I'd be fine with bringing in Jay Bruce or Curtis Granderson even. All right, Asdrubal Cabrera accepts our contract offer, which is fantastic. Tyson Ross is now okay. I can maybe lower my offer a bit because everybody else dropped out. It's just me and the Giants. So let's see. They give him 46. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. No, I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's give you 4 years. Oh, what am I doing? 4 years, 48, and you have a player option for like. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Don't want to give you a player option. I don't want you to have that much power. Let's keep that on none. All right, so we're still number one for him. Number one for Brendan Phillips, we're his only offer actually, and Hunter Pence, we're also his only offer. So that's nice. Is there anybody else here? I mean, I would like to get Michael Brantley, but that's Cody Bellinger's position. Although we could just have him play right field even, and he's probably going to cost too much money for me to even be able to afford it. Might as well throw him an actually 5 years, 68 mil. I mean, that's a lot of money and commitment for him, but we'll throw an offer his way, see if he accepts it. Worst comes to worst, I mean, really, I can always trade these guys. Especially in the offseason, it's really easy to trade guys, but my only thing is I want to be able to afford Tyson Ross, Brandon Phillips, and Hunter Pence. I'd rather have those three guys than Michael Brantley, I think. Okay, he accepted the Cardinals offer, so that's fine. Tyson Ross still number one. Tyson, you want to accept our offer already, dude? What happened to Hunter Pence? Okay. Oh, he just wants to go to the Braves. You bastard. Alright. Let's give him 12 mil. You know what? Maybe even a 2 year. Alright, no, he wants to go to the Braves. So let's bring in. Oh, Jay Bruce is gone. Alright, that's not good. Well, I would much rather have Hunter Pence than Curtis Granderson, but it seems like I'm going to have to overpay him quite a bit. So we're going to bring in Curtis Granderson. That's a little unfortunate. And Tyson Ross finally accepts our offer. Thank you, Tyson. So Brandon Phillips and Curtis Granderson are still there on the offers. I'm just going to simulate a little bit further. Yeah, I don't think. All right, Washington's jumping in there, but I don't think we're going to get beat for these guys. So let's actually see what else is there that I need to do. I got to set on my 40-man roster, make sure I'm not going to lose anybody to the live draft. That real quick. So I'll be. Alright, so the 40-man roster is set. Brandon Phillips accepts our offer, which is fantastic. Curtis Granderson accepts our offer as well. So that's pretty much going to do it for free agency and all the big moves. I'm just going to kind of fill out the roster with some other guys. I need 3 more spots, actually. So I'm just going to do that real quick, and then we'll move on to season number 2. Alright, so I'm here in the Rule 5 draft. In the first round, we selected K-Rod. And second round, we're going to take Nick Tropiano just to kind of get a couple more players on the roster. And I think that means... No, we have 90 players on the roster, apparently. Alright, I thought I would have 92. Apparently, I need another first baseman, actually. So, yeah, I definitely do. Alright, but... we got a little bit of a bolster on our bullpen and starting pitching. I'll definitely take that. Now I just need another first baseman, and I'm going to have to release somebody, of course. What? Was Christian Betancourt not a catcher like 2 years ago? Because I swear he was. That's weird. That is really weird. All right. First baseman. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but we'll just take that guy. Dodgers acquire somebody. Marlins acquire Daniel Murphy. Oh gosh. All right, do we have any coaching? Nope. Coaches suck. That's fine for now. All right, so moving on to season number 2. I will see you guys at the start of season number 2, unless I make some trades. All right, so with the first trade of season number 2, we're going to be trading away Brad Miller now that we have Brandon Phillips. Going to be getting Wilson Florival, a first base prospect with A potential, and Frank Chu, a starting pitching prospect from the Toronto Blue Jays. So we'll definitely take that trade, and we're also going to be trading away Alexi Ramirez. Anybody else? Oh wow, Manuel Margot's 76 now. Okay. Could trade away Angel Pagan as well, but let's just do that individually. So let's see what kind of offers I get for Alexi Ramirez. Pretty decent ones, honestly. That stands out though. There doesn't really appear to be anything overly special. So where did that first baseman go? That guy. I'll take this guy. And then Angel Pagan. Take somebody. All right, there's an A potential right fielder. Let's just get rid of the rest of these guys in the deal because I don't want to take on the roster spots. So center field. All right. So we'll do that trade, and nice. So we got a couple more prospects. We just need to release one guy. We'll just release this closer. So adding more prospects is always good. I'm gonna put him in. Nope, not triple. Leave him in double A. All right. So we're gonna advance to the regular season. And this is what the team is looking like for season number 2 so far. We got Tyson Ross, obviously our big free agent signing. Nick Tropiano, Jared Cozart, I don't know how to say his first name, Julius, I think, Chassin, and John Neese. And bullpen, for the most part, is the same as last year, with the exception of K-Rod. And why is Luis Perdomo in the big leagues? Could you not? Perdomo, could you not, please? Instead, Willie Ramirez. All right, so that works. So I actually want to have him in AAA. All right, none of this stuff really matters to you guys, so I'm just gonna kind of do whatever else I have to do and sim to the draft. All right, so here at the draft in season number 2, we are picking 3rd this year, and we have quite a few blue chips scouted. We got a nice third base prospect here, 80 potential, 20 years old. And he's got some nice hitting stats. He definitely does. All right. Low injury risk. All right, that's definitely something to keep in mind. We do need a third baseman, so I'm definitely going for Mike Parrish here. So hopefully he will pan out. That'd be real great because we do not have a third baseman at all. And we now don't have anybody else scouted. So, okay, this guy's a red chip, but his potential sucks. All right, we're just gonna have to take a stab in the dark here at some point. Or you know what? Well, okay, this guy's got good speed, good stealing. Could be a good fielder. Could be a good, contact guy. But I really don't need any more outfielders. So I'm just gonna have the computer simulate the rest of it for me, and hopefully we'll come out with some decent prospects. I really just want to see if that first guy we took is going to be any good. And 91 potential, so I'm definitely happy with that. We got a nice pitching prospect here, 86 potential. The rest of these guys are not that great, unfortunately. But, sometimes the computer will give you really good draft picks. Sometimes it'll give you really bad ones. Kind of even out. And look at Will Myers, man. This guy is balling out up to a 94 overall. It's pretty sick. Tyson Ross having a decent year so far. Cody Bellinger. Jeez, dude. Hit for average, would you please? My God. All right. Well, aside from that, we're going to just go ahead and... Jesus Christ. All right. we're really struggling with injuries. But we're going to go ahead and simulate to the trade deadline, most likely. I'll either see you guys there, or if I don't do anything, I'll just see you guys at the end of the season. Alright, so here close to the trade deadline, we're going to be picking up starting pitching prospect Sixto Sanchez from the Phillies. Going to be sending them John Neese and Jared Cozart. Reason for this being, we finally called up, what's her name? Shohei Ohtani and Henry Owens to the big leagues. So we're going to see if they're going to be any good. I don't know why Ohtani's a 73 overall right now. I don't know. But we'll see how they do. It'd be nice if they could do well. Aside from that, we've really been hit with the injury bug so far, as Jubal Cabrera's been out for a couple months. Who else? I don't even know who else, but there's been other players that have just missed a lot of time. And we actually started off pretty well. We're only, 9 games below 500. So we're making progress. We're getting a little bit better, better than we were last year. So unless I decide to make any more trades or get any more offers here, and haven't gotten any offers. So are there any I'd like to make? Probably not. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything else I want to do right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the end of the season. Okay, the Mariners are just low-key traded for Chris Archer. All right, nice. Actually, before I do that real quick, I want to check the standings. Here we are. 19 and a half games back of the Dodgers. 6.5 games out of the wild card, though. So that is a potential way that we can make the playoffs. I highly doubt that, we'll make it, but might as well place a claim on Corey Dickerson as well. I don't even know what that does, to be honest. I've never known what that does, and I've been rebuilding since, 15. But anyway, moving on to the end of the season, going to see if we can miraculously make the playoffs, which I doubt. So, unfortunately, we end the season at 74 and 88, but I think that's actually better than season 1. So, I'll take a slight improvement all day. And let's take a quick look at some awards, because I did not do that last year. But as you can see, Bryce Harper won the MVP last year. Clayton Kershaw wins it this year with an absolutely phenomenal season. 23-3 win-loss record, 175 ERA, 274 strikeouts, .92 whip. Clayton Kershaw is insane. 8 complete games, 7 shutouts. That's ridiculous. So obviously he's also going to win the Cy Young. The rest of these words aren't so interesting, but okay. All right, fantastic. So the other player I was considering besides Cody Bellinger is out here just winning MVPs. Aaron Judge wins the MVP for the American League with a .319 average with 43 home runs and 106 RBI. Carlos Carrasco wins the Cy Young. Not nearly as good as Clayton Kershaw, but you gotta kind of expect that. Since the American League has the DH. So you'll see here in just a sec why I was making that remark about Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger as I go over some stats here. Will Myers had a phenomenal year. .270 average, which is, his best since his rookie year, it looks like. Played every game. 47 home runs, 112 RBI. Fantastic year for Will Myers. He was also one of our 2 All-Star representatives, and he actually made the home run derby, so that's pretty cool to see out of him. Tyson Ross, not the best year for him. .378 ERA, 145 whip, 12-10 record. Not great, not terrible. So this is why I was saying the thing about Aaron Judge, because Cody Bellinger is hitting at the Mendoza line, and it's ridiculous. I don't know why. It makes no sense when, he's got, his contact stats aren't great, but, come on. He hit 22 home runs this year, though, which is better than last year. 50 RBI. I don't know. It's 292 OBP, too. That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. If he doesn't improve next year by quite a bit, we're going to trade him by the deadline, I think. Jordan Walden, terrible year. I mean, but I think we did. We signed him in free agency, I think. Manuel Margot, pretty solid for him. 241 average, 17 home runs. Not bad at all. Carter Capps, another meh. Henry Owens, I called him up right around the trade deadline, so I guess at the beginning of August. Went 3-5 in 62 innings pitched. He had 59 strikeouts, 3.47 ERA, and 140 WHIP. Asdrubal Cabrera, about what you would expect out of him, actually. Same with Brandon Phillips. Let's move on to some more interesting stats. Shohei Ohtani, 3.14 ERA, 137 WHIP. 70 strikeouts in 63 innings pitched. Definitely take that. And who else was I looking for? I don't know, but Curtis Granderson had stats that you'd expect out of him. There was somebody I was looking for in particular that I can't remember who it was now. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but oh well. So we're going to actually let me look at the calendar. In postseason, who is going to make the World Series? The Indians defeat the Marlins. Wow. Also, the Indians traded for Miguel Sano right before the deadline, so I guess that helped him out there. So moving on to the offseason, Brett Gardner retires. Not that he's on our team or anything. Adrian Beltre makes the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to go ahead and re-sign everybody I need to, and we'll get into free agency. All right, so with the first trade to open up some roster spots, we're going to be sending our 3 lowest starting pitchers for this a potential starting pitching prospect, Manuel Samuel, from the White Sox. So it sounds like a good deal to us. Definitely take that. So this is going to be an interesting little free agency because, what's his name? Bryce Harper is a free agent, and I would very much like to sign Bryce Harper. So we're going to get rid of Curtis Granderson, actually, to free up some money. I'll just take whoever, really. Take this guy. So let's see if we can afford him. Gonna be a lot of money. Gonna be a real lot of money. All right. I mean, I don't even know how to increase his interest. I don't know. Let's give him that. Actually. All right. Yeah, so the more you go up, I mean, he'll have more interest. 10-year deal, player option, star, as much money as I can give you, and I don't know that I can afford it, but we'll see. If that doesn't work out, I don't know who we go after, really. Daniel Murphy's nice. I would like him. Trevor Rosenthal is a really nice pitcher. Carlos Carrasco could try to get a little bit better of a starting pitching rotation coming off that Cy Young award. There's not a whole lot else here, really. Matt Harvey here? No, he's not. All right. Well, let's see if we get Bryce. What else do I need to do? All right. I'm probably going to look to try to clear up some more money real quick. So I'll be right back. All right, so this will free up a little bit more money. We're going to be trading Jordan Walden, Brad Hand, and Miguel Diaz to the Red Sox for Carson Smith, and that should help a little bit. So we're going to see if we can sim a day. Oh, my God, we got him. Yes. Oh, my gosh. All right. We got Bryce Harper on the team. It's so lit. So 310 mil over 10 years. That's insane. All right. We got the big name, got some star power. As long as Cody Bellinger can develop and actually hit above the freaking Mendoza line, that'd be great. Our outfield is going to be sick if Bellinger and Margot develop a little bit more. Oh my gosh. Which now I didn't even realize that, but we have all these outfield prospects that we can now use to trade for maybe some infielders or some pitchers. Oh, this is a beautiful situation we've got into, fellas. All right, how much money do I have? Not a lot. So we're going to see If I could possibly afford another free agent, maybe Daniel Murphy. Um, I don't know. He probably is not gonna really very interested, but we'll throw him that contract. I don't even know if we can afford that, honestly. But we'll throw him that. Carlos Carrasco, the Mets are offering him a deal. 38 for 3 years. Wow. All right, I'll offer you that. And I'll see if I can maybe afford one of them. I'd be happy with that. But we also have quite a few starting pitching prospects as well. And I honestly might be looking to move Tyson Ross. Even though we just signed him last year, he didn't have that great of a year last year, and he's also a little bit older. And our pitching prospects just might get better than him. Henry Owens is already pretty decent end of the rotation pitcher. I don't know if he'll develop anymore. Shohei Ohtani, I would think he's going to get a lot better. Jeff Eddy's already a 74 and 19. Anderson Espinoza, Mackenzie Gore, Walker Lane. These guys are going to be really good. And I even have these other two guys, Harold Harp and Manuel Samuel now. So, yeah, we are looking really good, guys. We can definitely pull off some major trades. Sammy Villarreal is actually going to be our new closer because I let Papelbon go. Definitely need to upgrade a catcher. Hedges is actually improving. And for now, actually, Asuaje is going to be our starting second baseman if we don't get Daniel Murphy. We definitely need an upgrade at third, though. Well, actually, Parrish is going to be good soon. Oh, man, guys, I have decisions to make across the board. But we're going to see if we can actually get Murphy or Carrasco. I'd be happy with either one. Carrasco accepted the Rangers offer. Okay, that's fine, because I was about to say I think I would actually prefer to get Daniel Murphy. Aside from that, I mean, there's not a whole lot in free agency. I don't want to overpay for Trevor Rosenthal. Sean Kelly could be nice, but I feel like I can get his production somewhere else. All right, I want to get Daniel Murphy. I want to get him. Yes. All right, so we get Daniel Murphy. This team is looking just stacked right now as far as the lineup goes. All right. Well, not totally stacked, but we're looking so much better than we were at the beginning. Oh, my gosh. All right, so I've got quite a few things to think about now. So I'll be right back after I decide what to even do, because there's so much going on. All right, so here is the trade. We're going to be flipping Colby Allard, as well as Lewis Brinson and Alan Cordoba to the Dodgers for Corey Seager. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. We're not. All right, then. All right, so with this next trade, we're going to be trading Asdrubal Cabrera, Alan Cordoba, and Zach Lee to the Atlanta Braves for Colby Allard. And we're going to do some big things with him. Big things. Just you wait. So like I said, we're going to be doing big things with Colby Allard. So we're going to be sending him, Lewis Brinson, and Carlos Asuaje to the Dodgers for Corey Seager. So we're going to get Seager on the team, and our infield especially is just looking so nice. The only thing we're really missing is a solid third baseman and a solid catch. Well, all right, so basically half the infield is really nice. We got Will Myers, Daniel Murphy, and Corey Seager, so our double plays are going to be fantastic. I mean, even though Daniel Murphy's not the best defensively, you know, he should definitely still be able to, you know, make the turn and throw to first base. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm going on a defensive thing here, but Daniel Murphy's definitely more of an offensive player. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, our team is looking so much improved. We just kind of need to wait on our starting pitchers to really develop a little bit more. I mean, we still have Ohtani, Eddy, Espinoza, Gore, Lane, and Harold Harp that are all A potential. And Henry Owens is going to be a solid end of the rotation guy, I think. Tyson Ross is going to get traded at some point, I'm sure. We really need to bolster our bullpen too, and, you know, see if we can manage to snag a catcher from somewhere. Although, I mean, I'm all right with having a defensive catcher really start for us. But we do need a third baseman. Mike Parrish. God, he looks so nice, too. His defense is a little weak, but he looks nice otherwise. But we're gonna have to wait for him to develop. So I'll see if I can snag some more trades, but if not, I'll probably see you guys at the start of season number 3. All right, so I'm heavily considering doing this trade. You guys, you know how I was saying that we're gonna have to wait for Mike Parrish to develop or trade for a third baseman or something? Well, I think I just might do this. Now, the only downside is Miguel Sano's defense is a little bit lackluster. I could also get Josh Donaldson. Now, he's older, but his defense is better. I don't really have that much money, so I can't afford, like... actually, Alex Bregman's solid. He's good defensively. Hold on, where's my boy? All right, Chris Bryant ain't happening, but can try to get Nolan Arenado, kind of get the best of both worlds, actually. And I should be able to get him. The only downside is he's going to be a free agent after this year, and I'll have to pay him a lot of money. But with what's his name? Miguel Sano, he's still got a couple more years of arbitration. So, oh man, do I want to sacrifice the defense though? I also have to find a prospect to get rid of to get Arenado as well. Jeez, man. All right. Yeah, I just can't afford Machado whatsoever. I could get Seager, but Seager falls off a cliff all the time. Like, I'll get him, and it'll be really good for a couple seasons, and then he'll just, like, die. But it also would be kind of cool to have the Seager brothers on the same team. Donaldson. I mean, it would be so easy to get Kyle Seager. He's 31. He's still progressing a bit in most areas. He does have, all right, he's got 99 durability. He's got really good fielding stats. You know what? I think we're going to get the Seager brothers on the same team. And we'll give you David Peterson. So we're going to do it. Oh my God, no, we're not. No, we're not. We're not going to do it. All right. So apparently, maybe they don't want Alex Liddy. That could be part of, or maybe it's because I just drafted Mike Parrish. Did I just draft him? That could be why. I don't know exactly how the trade logic in this game works. All right, yeah, I think it might just be because I just drafted Mike Parrish. That's really unfortunate. All right, let's try another trade though. Let's try to get Mike Parrish, and we'll see if we can do it for Donaldson. For Donaldson, honestly, it might not be worth it because he's so old. Oh man, you know what? Where's Miguel Sano? There he is. All right, Parrish and someone. Kind of. Valenzuela. All right. Yeah, I think it's because I just drafted Mike Parrish, so that is unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to upgrade my third baseman until what looks to be probably the start of the regular season. So I'll see if I can do that trade or one of the trades then, and if it works, I'll let you guys know. But if not, I'll see you guys at the draft. All right, so we're going to see if this deal is going to go through. If it does, it's going to be a blockbuster. We're trying to send Mike Parrish, Alex Liddy, and Walker Lane, our starting pitching prospect, to the Cubs for Chris Bryant, who is going to be, he's got 2 more arbitration years. So we'll see if this works. Yes! Yes, it does. We get Chris Bryant. Oh my goodness, this team is so sick. I just need some starting pitching, or I really just need my pitchers to develop, and we're going to be just, oh my God, it's going to be so good. If I could get some bullpen help as well, that'd be great. And if this closer could improve as well, fantastic. So this team is just sick, guys. Oh my goodness. 4, 5, 6. Why do I have so many outfielders? Couldn't tell you. But my gosh. Oh, I am astounded by by my lineup right now. Hold on. Look at this. Daniel Murphy, Will Myers, Bryce Harper, Corey Seager, Cody Bellinger, Chris Bryant. I don't know why Alfredo Despain. Despain? No, I'm going Despain. That's what I'm saying. Travis Jankowski. Although Manuel Margot should be starting, really. And Austin Hedges. This team is sick, guys. Oh, my gosh. All right. We're actually going to auto-fix the lineups to see what they would look like. And here we go. This is fantastic, honestly. I'm so happy about this. We're actually going to put... Not that it really matters. All right. No, never mind. That's fine. You guys probably don't really care about that at the moment. So, with that, I'm probably going to look for a trade for a pitcher real quick. But after that, if that's... it's probably not going to go through. Or I'm probably not really going to be able to find anything. So, I'll see you guys at the draft. All right, guys. So, here at the draft, we are picking 10th. And let's see. All right. So, this guy is our best... scouted prospect. That sucks. That actually sucks. So we're probably just going to take a stab in the dark here. This guy looks really good, but, I don't have him scouted. But we're just going to take a chance and hope that he turns out to be good. And since I don't have anybody else scouted, we're just going to send the rest of it. And we'll see if we got any good. All right, so that guy is actually pretty solid. Now, the rest of the draft, though, actually sucked. Which is unfortunate. But the team is doing pretty good so far, actually. Oh yeah. That top 5 group is just doing really well. So we're currently 3 games behind first, which would be the Diamondbacks. And the Dodgers are last. Wow, now that I took Corey Seager from them, I guess that means they're going to struggle. But gonna continue on simming, and I'll see you guys at the midseason somewhere. Probably the... Alright, so here at the trade deadline, I don't think we're gonna make any trades, but I did actually call up Jeff Eddy. So we'll see how he does for the rest of the season. The only trade I was really thinking of making was trying to trade Cody Bellinger for Aaron Judge, because Bellinger is still struggling. He's only hitting .224, and... I mean, this guy's running out of excuses. He's got a star-studded lineup protecting him and everything, and he still just cannot hit. And you know what? I think I actually am going to do that, because this guy is ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't know what's wrong with Cody Bellinger, but he just can't pull it together, it seems like. And Aaron Judge, on the other hand, is doing just fantastic. He's hitting for average. He hit .319 last year. He's hitting .283 right now. 30 home runs. I mean, the only thing is there's a 3-year difference in age. But, it's... I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with Cody Bellinger, so you know what? We're just going to do that deal straight up. And we're going to have Aaron Judge is going to move to left field. So he'll be our starting left fielder. And let's see if actually... so that's going to be it. I wonder if I have to do this myself. Guess I don't. All right, good. So our lineup is just looking amazing, though. Like, geez, just look at this. It's fantastic, really. The only thing lacking in it is Manuel Margot needs to develop a little bit more. And, I mean, he's still doing really well. He's hitting .273. And a catcher would be nice. A catcher that could hit would be real great. But, I said it, I think, last season. I'm perfectly fine with Austin Hedges just being a defensive guy. That's totally all right with me, at least for the time being. Where are we in the standings? We're actually first in the NL West right now. So hopefully we can keep this momentum going into the playoffs, and we'll see if we make it. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so here at the end of the season, we actually have a tiebreaker game between us and the Diamondbacks, because we were both at 87 and 75, and I don't know if... Okay, so I think both of us have made the playoffs. Yeah. So whoever wins this game is going to win the division, and the loser will be the wild card team. So that's fine. Who's pitching for us? Henry Owens. Let's take a look. Henry Owens. So Ohtani just pitched. All right, that's fine. Owens can go for us, and we'll see if we win. And we do. So we actually win our division at 88 and 75. So we're taking on the Nationals in the divisional series. Take a look at awards. Tyson Ross got a Gold Glove. That's pretty funny. Giancarlo Stanton won MVP. Madison Bumgarner got Cy Young. And JD Martinez got MVP for the American League. Chris Sale got Cy Young for the American League. So we also had a couple of league leaders. Corey Seager led the league in hits, and Will Myers in runs scored. All right, so let's take a look at our stats here. Let's actually just go through our lineup. So Corey Seager was our leadoff man, hit .311 with 36 home runs from the leadoff spot. That's insane. 89 RBI as well. Will Myers, 262, 40 home runs, 103 RBI. Bryce Harper, 300 even average, 35 homers, 96 RBI. Chris Bryant, 288, 41 home runs, 103 RBI. Daniel Murphy, 294, 30 home runs, 94 RBI. Aaron Judge, 264. I mean, granted, half the season was with the Yankees. 267, 41 home runs, 94 RBI. So I guess he only hit 11 for us, but still. Jankowski, he's a bench player. That's fine. Manuel Margot, 260, 12 home runs. That's perfectly fine as long as he's playing good defense, which I assume he is. I don't know where the defensive stats are on here, but I mean, he was a 3.5 WAR player, and I don't know if they have defensive stats on here. I was just looking for UZR and I didn't see it. But either way, Austin Hedges, 203, 7 home runs. It's fine as long as he's playing good defense, like I said. And then the bench, Alex Dickerson did really well off the bench. Hector Sanchez did as well. And Alfredo Despain. Jeez, man. As for pitching, Tyson Ross, 4.04 ERA. Not the greatest ace for us, but I guess he kind of did the job. Shohei Ohtani, 3.94. Again, not fantastic ERA. Henry Owens, 3.45. Pretty decent. Anderson Espinoza, I called him up like mid-August. So in 40 innings pitched, 44 strikeouts, 3.38 ERA. Not bad, although I would like to see his whip a lot lower than that. That's pretty high. And Jeff Eddy, when I call him up, I think I called him up right around the trade deadline, which I guess would make sense with the amount of innings pitched that he's got. So 48 strikeouts. I guess he doesn't strike out a lot of people. He's got 63 K per 9, but 3.79 ERA, 1.3 WHIP, so not terrible. Tropiano, I moved to the bullpen when I called up Espinoza. The bullpen was disgusting, really. Carson Smith was absolutely terrible. Carter Capps was pretty solid, I suppose. Sammy Villarreal, though, he was actually an all-star, 47 saves. That's amazing. He's up to an 87 overall after his rookie year. Fantastic year out of our new closer. So we have made the playoffs, and I'm just going to kind of go through our lineup real quick, see if I want to make any changes real quick, and then we'll get into simming the first series. All right, so here in game number 1 versus the Nationals, we're going to have Tyson Ross taking on Steven Strasburg, and we win 15-3. Holy crap. Can I see the box score? Oh my goodness. We scored 9 runs in the top of the 9th. That's insane. 19 hits. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. So game number 2, Shohei Ohtani taking on Max Scherzer, and we lose 6-9. Game number 3, we got Jeff Eddy taking the mound for us against Tanner Rourke, and we win 7-6. All right, so if we win this game, we're going to be moving on to the next round of the playoffs, and it's going to be Henry Owens taking on Gio Gonzalez, and we win. So we're taking on the Cardinals in the NLCS. Perfect. All right, let's sim up to that day. I don't want Espinoza pitching for us just yet. Actually, if I can avoid Espinoza pitching at all, that'd be great. Wow, the ERAs are high. Oh my god. All right. So game number 1, we got Tyson Ross taking on Carlos Martinez, and we win 5-1. All right, Shohei Ohtani taking the mound for us in game number 2. Away from home, we lose 5-14. Jesus. All right, so here on our home stretch, we got Jeff Eddy taking the mound for us against Alex Reyes. We lose 0-3. All right, we need to win this game. Henry Owens and Robbie Erlin. We win 12-4. Okay, good. All right. When did Tyson Ross pitch for us in game 1? He can pitch this game. I don't know if I want Anderson Espinoza to really pitch. Like, I want to run a 4-man rotation here. But, oh my God, Ohtani's ERA is garbage. All right, I definitely want Ross to pitch. I think I want to rest Ohtani, though. Like, holy crap. All right. Actually, you know what? We're going to have Espinoza pitch this game. No, we're not. We're going to have Tyson Ross pitch. All right. Good decision. Tyson Ross. We got the win, even though Tanner Scott actually got the win. All right. Anderson Espinoza. Can he close it out against Michael Wacha? We lose. Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right. It's 3-3. All right. Guys, we got to win this game. All right, Jeff Eddy. Want to do Jeff Eddy or Owens? Owens had a marginally better regular season. I think I want to go for Henry Owens. When did he last pitch? He hasn't pitched in a while. Oh wait, no, he pitched that 12-4 game. All right, so he can't really pitch, I guess. Or I want to go Ohtani, see if he. You know what? Let's go Ohtani, see if he can redeem himself. And we lose. I shouldn't have gone Ohtani, damn it. Oh, no. All right. Let's see the box score. All right. Well, I mean, really, I can't really blame that on Ohtani, to be honest. Our offense just did not do anything that game. That's unfortunate. So we got knocked out of the playoffs in the NLCS. And the Indians go on to defeat the Cardinals in the World Series. All right. Big question here is, do I want to do a season 4? Advance to the offseason. Oh, this guy retired. He tore his Achilles or something. Yeah, torn ACL. That sucks. He was just starting to get good. Gosh. All right. Well, yeah. You know what? I'm going on to a season number 4 because this starting pitching rotation has the potential to just be nasty AF. So I'm going to go and re-sign all these guys and see what we can possibly do in free agency, if anything. We don't even have that much money anymore, so we'll see. All right, so hopefully this will work. If I remember, I'll cut out all the other times that I tried this trade or a trade for a couple of relievers, and it just didn't work. Hopefully this works. Yes! All right, finally. So we get Zach Givens and... Wait, Zach Givens? Hold on. Michael Givens and Zach Britton. Jeez. All right, so we get them on the team. This guy did have 47 saves last year. He had 46. And he had a 149 ERA. One of these guys is not going to be a closer. And I think that guy is going to be... who's it going to be? I don't know. Let's make it Zach Britton. Let's make him a relief pitcher so he'll be unhappy with me. But that's fine. Got a nice bolstered bullpen. And I don't know why they always bring up Luis Perdomo to the majors. And you know what? I'm sure somebody's probably going to claim him. So let's see what we can actually get for him in a trade, because I don't want to just lose him for nothing. Any slate? Okay, that guy's got a potential. I'll take it. Thank you. So that's good. Got rid of that problem. So I think that'll do it. That should be the lineup and rotation and everything for this season. So we're gonna have definitely having Zach Britton be the setup man, though. Absolutely. Sammy Villarreal will be the closer. Everybody else, I don't know, just have fun in the bullpen. So this is going to be the rotation for the start of the season. Yeah, that's fine. Anderson Espinoza is up to an 80. I do want to see if Mackenzie Gore will be able to get his way up here this season, but some of his stats are really low. Hits per 9, walks per 9, home runs per 9, clutch. They're all very low, and I don't think he's going to be able to make it up this season, but I could be wrong. But if he does, in fact, get called up this year, we're probably going to be trading Tyson Ross, especially if he's not doing well. So, with that being said, let's start simming, and I'll see you guys at the draft. Alright, so here at the draft, I don't know what position we're picking in. And it's going to be 23rd. Do I even have anybody scouted? Oh, I do, pretty much. Wow, that guy's not the best, though. This guy, I mean, he looks good. It's probably lying to me that he's actually going to be good, but we'll give it a shot. And maybe we'll make like one more pick, because the computer picking for me last year did a real terrible job of it. And who is available? That guy's really old. I'm not too interested in that. Looks good, actually. You know, I'll take it. So we'll sim the rest of the draft now and sim a couple days. And are they good? Oh, they suck. Wonderful. All right, that's fine, because this is definitely going to be the last year. I'm not going to continue on after this. So it's basically World Series or bust, but I'm not going to go like super all out because we've kind of already achieved the whole rebuild thing. But I mean, just take a look at our record. We're 45-22, which is, who's hurt? Oh my gosh, who is it? Henry Owens is out for 1 to 2 months. All right then, that means Mackenzie Gore, you are getting your call up, buddy. You are coming up to the big leagues and starting, because that's ridiculous. Alfredo de Spain is also hurt. That's fine. Whatever. Actually, how long is he out for? 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah, that's fine. So, oh, no, I don't want to stop simming. I mean, our record is fantastic. I would definitely assume that we're probably leading the NL West. I can't imagine any other team really being close to us, although we can definitely check. Who's in the home run derby? Let's take a look. Corey Dick. No. Get out of here. Why? What? I don't know why Corey Dickerson is... Okay, whatever. But we have Will Myers, Bryce Harper, and Corey Seager all in the home run derby. Let's go to the All-Star game, see who we've got in the All-Star game. Got Sammy Villarreal made it. Corey Seager, Bryce Harper, Chris Bryant, Will Myers. That's it. All right. And the AL wins. All right. Let's actually take a look at the standings. Yeah, so the Dodgers are 4 games back. We are in first place, and we're going to go ahead and advance to the trade deadline. See if we get any offers. Oh, somebody else got hurt. What the hell, man? Okay, the Yankees are giving me an offer. Tyson Ross for Aroldis Chapman. Hold on. Is Tyson Ross doing... Oh, he sucks, dude. But Jeff Eddie's hurt now? What happened? No! No. Jeff Eddy tore his rotator cuff. Oh, fuck. Alright. That sucks. Mackenzie Gore at least is doing fantastic. Holy crap. Alright. Unfortunately, that means we can't go through this trade. I hate life, man. Jeff Eddy, I'm so sorry. Looks like you're probably going to retire from that 2.32 ERA, guys. This dude is a beast, and he's probably going to retire from that injury because of this game is just retarded. Oh, my God. I'm upset. I'm upset, guys. All right. So let's try to be a little optimistic here. What can I do? Am I going to have to make a trade for a starting pitcher? I probably am. All right, so we got 1, 2. Owens should be coming back. Okay, he'll be coming back very soon. We got Espinosa, we got Gore. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5. That's actually 5 right there. Once Owens comes back. Man, this sucks. All right, you know what? Let's bring up our other boy, Harold Harp, just for the hell of it, for like a couple weeks. And see what he can do. In the meantime, God, man, that sucks. I'm so upset that he tore his rotator cuff. That really sucks. It's not worth going out and trading for a pitcher because Owens will be back in. But, like, oh my gosh, man. What? Tyler Anderson is an 87 overall? Honestly, don't even know how trade waivers really work in this game. Let's see. If not back yet. You know what? I'm just gonna send to the end of the season, guys. So I'll see you there, where we're going to be in the playoffs no matter what. But somebody else. Y'all, Chris Bryant tore his ACL. Oh no! All right. You know what? It was a nice rebuild, guys. It was fun, but it's game over, man. That's it. Especially because it's probably most likely that Chris Bryant and what's her name, Eddie, whatever, our pitcher, they're probably going to retire from those injuries, which really sucks. But what we made as a wild card team? What? The Dodgers went 106 and 56. We go 103 and 59. Oh wow, we had a lot of league leaders. I am upset. I am upset, guys. All right, but let's look at our stats. Corey Seager, 302, 38 home runs. Will Myers, 270, 42 home runs. Bryce Harper, 342, 34 home runs. Aaron Judge, 255, 40 home runs. Daniel Murphy, 279, 16 home runs. Manuel Margot, 279, 21 homers. Dusty Coleman's playing catcher now. What? Why? He's like a third baseman. Like what? I don't know. A-Star is our starting third baseman, guys. Oh my god. All right. Tyson Ross sucks. I really wanted to trade him, but unfortunately our pitcher got hurt. Ohtani, no, he's got a lot of wins, but that 3.70 ERA is just kind of gross. Anderson Espinoza, 4.23, kind of gross. Mackenzie Gore, 3.98, kind of gross. Henry Owens did actually quite well, but he was hurt for a while too, guys. So 2.76 ERA is nice though. The bullpen, for the most part, seems to have been much improved over last year. Sammy Villarreal, again, really nice year, 2.80 ERA, 15 saves for him as well. And Zach Britton had 44 saves for himself with a 2.81 ERA. Chris Bryant, before he got hurt, 3.13 average, 24 homers. You know what? We're probably going to lose this wild card game, but Tyson Ross. Oh, we actually won. All right. Now we're taking on the Dodgers, of course. So we got Clayton Kershaw in our first game. We lose. Julio Urias, second game, we lose. We're going to get swept here, aren't we? Nope. All right. So Henry Owens, you're like our lifeline, and we lose. So we got eliminated from the playoffs. And you know what? They go on to win the World Series. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. We did achieve our goal of actually rebuilding the Padres. And maybe a little too much, honestly, just because I didn't want to wait, years for those prospects to develop. But, guys, I am sad. We should have won. We were destined to win a World Series this year. And Chris Bryant tore his ACL. And what's his name? Eddie, pitcher guy, Jeff Eddie, tore his rotator cuff. It's just depressing. You know what? Let's see if they retire. I don't know if they will at this point. Yep. Chris Bryant retires because of that torn ACL. That's MLB logic. Daniel Murphy also retired because of age, which is fine. But all right. Anyway, that's gonna do it, guys. Hope you did enjoy. I do believe that who's next? I don't know who's next. I think the Brewers or the Twins might be next. I don't know. We'll see. But let me know what you guys think of the rebuild series kind of idea. I know there's another big MLB YouTuber rebuild guy that does it like this, like a 30-1. But I've been doing it like this for like 2 years now. I just haven't been recording videos on it. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. That's going to be it, guys. I'm out. See you next time.